We're doing day one of the Colorado experiment. So we got stiff leg deadlift, leg extensions, followed by the squat, leg curl, lat pull, overhead press, tricep extension, and bicep curl. All of these are going to be done one set to max. If you come back and you're stronger, you can do more reps, or if you can do heavier weight, that means that you're getting stronger and you're going in the right direction.
So we start off with what's happening with the stiff leg deadlift. And I'm using a chair, and I'm using this brace this way because when you lift by yourself, you have to really surround yourself with braces and be careful with the weight that you're lifting. Now, the stiff leg deadlift is different than the regular deadlift in that the regular deadlift, you bend your knees and scoot down to pick up the weight. But with the stiff leg, you're using really a great deal of your hamstrings to hold up the weight and to do the different exercise. The next thing we're doing here are the leg extensions. Now, I'm doing it what's called negative, which I help myself to hoist the weight up. I count for 4 counts to hold it, and then I count down about 8 counts to let it down. Now, with negatives, it strengthens your legs a lot quicker because you can actually do heavier weight with negative than you could just doing regular reps, up and down, up and down. So the leg extensions help to pre-exhaust my legs because I'm getting ready to do what's called a superset. And a superset is when you allow for the least amount of time from one exercise to the next. And this is the next one, because we want the next exercise to be leg presses or squats. So I'm exhausting the legs with the negative, and now I immediately go to the leg press. Now, you can do leg press or you can do squats with this routine. Because I'm exercising by myself and I want to cut down on the time allotted between the two, these two machines are right next to one another, so it allows me to do a true superset. When you're doing a superset, that's when you try to go straight from one exercise to the other, and the legs can take an endurance test along with the strength test. And then I have another leg exercise, and this is the leg curl, and this is done in a negative fashion as well. So I help to curl it with my hand. I push it. Just watch. I'm going to use my right arm, pushing it, and I'm holding it for 4 counts, and then I'm slowly going back up. That's called the negative. Now, you can grow tremendously with the negatives because you can use heavier weight. But with negatives, you typically use a weight that you couldn't do a regular set with because it's just simply too heavy. Now we progress to the upper body part of the workout. Now, you'll notice that with this lat pull down, I'm not doing wide grip. I'm using underhand close grip. This stretches the lats all the way up. All right, I'm holding it for 4 counts, and then I'm letting it stretch all the way up to stretch the lat so I can get the full extension of it. Now, the hold is because you can hold the weight stronger than you can just by pulling it down. Once again, you're really trying to get the most out of the entire weight. And I'm readjusting my grip because my hands are slipping here, but I'm trying to, once again, use everything I can to hold it down there. I'm trying to go to failure with everything until my body literally just gives up. It's a short duration, but it's intense. Now, this is something that I tried for the first time. This is actually the shoulder press, and I actually hoisted up 200 pounds. Now, I hold it for 4 beats, and then I let it down for a solid 8 beats. Now, that's going to exhaust me quicker. So I wasn't able to do a second one fully. Well, why? Because I slowly dropped it instead of went quickly through the reps. I did the same thing here with the tricep press down. And what I do, I'm pushing it. I'm not snatching it down because we don't want to injure ourselves. You want to control the weight all the way down, hold it for 4 beats, and let it come up for 8 beats, at 6 to 8 beats at the very least. This controlling of the weight guarantees that you're taxing the muscles properly. And you're avoiding injury when you do that as well, because when you snatch weights around really quickly, trying to do hero or ego lifting, that's how you get hurt. Last but not least, this is the bicep curl. I'm using 200 pounds here, and once again, doing the negative, controlling the weight all the way down. You can hold more weight than you can do regular reps with, and you can let down more weight than you can hold. But the idea of the bicep curl is to quickly exhaust the muscle, give yourself a chance to control it all the way down, and begin to increase the intensity of the exercise with each passing slow drop of the weight. Now, this is a tremendous tax on your system. You're going to find yourself breathing hard because basically this is just like doing sprints. And a lot of people will ask, well, do I need to do cardio afterwards? You can if you want, but you really don't have to, because if you do it properly, you're getting your cardiovascular workout right here. Now, after you work out, it's very important that you utilize the window of opportunity you have for growth. You may always hear gym bros say, be sure you drink or get a protein shake after you work out. That's true because your body is now going to start to repair itself. The only thing that the workout does, it stimulates muscle growth. You don't grow in the gym, you stimulate muscle growth in the gym. But you grow when you rest, and you never work out 2 days in a row. You really shouldn't work out just with 1 day in between. With the kind of workout that we're doing, it's better to do 2 to 4 days in between each one. And that may sound counterintuitive to you, but unless you're on steroids, you can't recover fast enough in order to work out back to back or 1 day skip back and be effective. Because each time we come back, we're supposed to get stronger. And you can't do that if you don't totally recover. Your rest is important so that you can recover and grow. You've dug a hole, okay, with the workout. Give your body enough time to fill the hole back up. And then give your body extra time to put a little bit over that hole and add extra dirt. That's the muscle growth. And it's slow, very slow. But do it that way, okay? Join me for day 2, because day 1 was brutal. I'm the Prostate Cancer Guy.